Hey, Dr. Lakeisha J. Cole here. Happy Sunday to everyone. I'm just going for a walk today. It is quite hot and it's very hot today. So I just switched up my location to do some walking because I need to stay cool, but I need to be active and make sure that I get out of the house today. I have good need to get out of the house. Getting out is good for your mental health. It's definitely great for physical health and meditation and prayer and silencing the negative around you, giving honor to the Creator. All that is, all that exists is excellent for spiritual health. And today I have to continue to regroup because there's just been so much on my mind, and I really have need of just focusing on appreciation. Like, I know that this is where I have to focus my energy right now, and I know better. I'm doing a lot of thinking and emotional feeling that has me thinking about just life, and there's so much that sometimes we want to do, and the older we get, the more constant of a reminder that it seems to be that we've either reached those milestones or we have not. And that's just really what I'm feeling emotionally, that I have so many milestones achieved and accomplished, and at the same time I have so many that I have not reached, and usually it's nothing for me. It's just like, okay, but I don't know. I continue to think it may have something to do with my age. I think this is the first age and first stage and phase of life right now that I can say that I've reached, and feel that there is just a heavy thought about what I've achieved up to this point. And when you set goals like I do, it's so much easier to be reminded that, like, I'm just always thinking. I always know what I want to do and what I want to achieve, and I'm real clear on that. I'm very clear, and I think that that's why it's so important to me where I am, because I am quite clear. And I know what I want. I know what I want to do. And time is just continuing to seem like it's flying by. And yet, some things they just seem so far away. And like my sons now, they're just growing, and they are experiencing life, and they're starting to achieve their goals and working on themselves. And it's just, I may not be the oldest person in the world, but I'm definitely not the youngest either. And although I feel very young and free-spirited and still, very healthy and well, reality is just, it kicks in. And sometimes you just feel some kind of way. And you really have to work on those feelings and those emotions and the words that you say, and follow through with actions that have the ability to take you where you need to be, where you want to be, doing the things that you know are important. And I'm telling you, I just have so much going on in this head of mine. And I really just had to get out and clear my head, clear my thoughts. And it's an everyday process. Every single day, you have to do this. Every day. No matter what your day was like yesterday. You just have to focus and keep everything clear. So, one of the main things that is important is to keep taking forward steps. And I know that much, and I'm doing my best to continue to do that. And you always have to think, what's next, because sometimes there's not really a lot of time in between what you want to accomplish and achieve and actually achieving it. And I have two on my list, and they have been there for a very long time. And I think that's what's on my mind so much. The fact that these have been on my list for so long, and yet they're still on my list. Like, why are they still on my list? Is it me? Is it something that I'm not doing? Is it something that I am doing that's holding me back, keeping me down? What? And no matter what, time is going by. Time is moving on, whether you're doing it, getting it, being it, achieving it, seeing it, thinking it, believing it, working it, not working it. Just time is passing by. It's passing by, and it's going to continue to pass by, no matter what. And I think, like I said, with the beauty of age and the reality of age is, yes, it is just a number. And how you feel and think and act, all of that plays a great role. But also, when you can start to see physical changes and you experience physical changes and you recognize things that are different. Oh, it was this way when I was in my 20s, and it was this way when I was in my 30s, and then this as I entered my 40s. And it's like, for me, I can't speak for everyone, but for me, 40 is like, it just came with a lot of emotion for me. Great emotion, but it also came with that reality emotion for me, that girl, time is moving on. And what are you doing? Are you moving on? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? Like, it just has me thinking, I believe and know that this is how I'm supposed to be thinking, because this is how your life changes. You start seeing things differently. You start feeling differently. You start acting differently. And your life starts to reflect what you think and feel and act. And I say it all the time, but I can see it. I can see it. Like, just things that, some things, it takes no time for me to process them. And I could care less what anybody thinks. Oh, if it's good for her, if it's not good for her, she should do this, she shouldn't do that. I don't care. Like, some things are so quickly processed with, like, my spirit. I know that my spirit is clicking, and those things I can make decisions really fast because I feel completely led by the right positive spirit, and I'm able to do it and don't worry about it at all. And then those other things that make me just feel some kind of way, and I don't process them well. I'm overthinking them, stressing over them, and just elevation is needed very much. Whew. It is nice and cool under these trees. That's why I love trees. It just makes me feel better immediately, instantly. Like that dragon dag, whatever that is or was, it just leaves immediately, when I'm able to be physical like this. And this is mild and light because you heard the videos if you've been watching. Taking it easy. Whew. But I'm just thinking and pulling my thoughts together and really I want the best. I just want the best. That is something that I really know about myself. I want the best out of my life. I want the best that I can have. I want the best that I can do. And I want to be clear on what I'm doing. Because I learned you can just get anything. And you can say, oh, I have it. I achieved it. I did that. But find out later, it comes with so much that sometimes has you feeling empty and dark and not positive, not how you need to feel. And then that's not great for you. It does teach you. It helps you to make adjustments, and that's necessary and that's good. But that's what it is. It's life. And that's what it is. It's life. So I'll be 45 in 10 days, and it's just a lot on my mind. I mean, it just is. Just keeping it honest, real, transparent. There's just a lot on my mind for this milestone, and I just want more, and I do. I want more for myself. I want more out of life. I do. And it's up to me. It is up to me to get it, to take it, to have it, to be it, to see it, believe it, act on it. It's just more about writing the pages, but living the pages. Living the pages. Seeing it in real time, doing it, being it, And whew, you know, I've not been here before. I know that. I might have thought I was, but I haven't been here before. You know, this is that part that I do write about. This is what you talk about, what you want to have, what you want to do, and you do. Wow. This life is beautiful and precious, and so much to be appreciative about, and thankful and grateful. And it's sometimes you get in a place where you're so busy looking at what you don't have, what you should have, what you could have, what you could have done, what you should have done, and you don't even live in the moment, or you find yourself not appreciating the moment and not caring in the way that you should. And you know, there's just still always that saying, it is true, that there is always someone somewhere in the world who is praying to be where you are, exactly where you are, what you have, what you're doing, how you're living your life, you know, what you don't have, what you're not experiencing. And it's true. It is so true that you do have to look at your life and appreciate it and tell yourself, like, I get it. You don't feel like you should be here. You know, you should have excelled by now. You should have done way more. You should, all that should. But, and then you stop looking around. You stop looking around at everything that you've achieved that was so hard for you to achieve. It was so much work for you. It took a lot of time and energy, a lot of sacrifice, and now you're just acting like, okay, I mean, yes, of course, been there, done that. You do things and you do move on and you stay in the present moment and you do look to the future. But that appreciation takes you to the future and it guides you through the present moment. That, you know, I did have some hard times before and I made it through. Or I didn't think that was going to work out and it did. Like that's what the past is. Why are you bothering me? Should be used for. Because you want to be able to look at how you have gone through life successfully when times were hard, difficult, and challenging. And now you're just so busy thinking, maybe worrying, maybe complaining about things because you're so far out there that you're not really slowing down anymore, looking at what you should appreciate. And it's just so much wrapped around this, because sometimes you reach milestones and you do achieve things to help you look further and see how, okay, no, I don't need to do this. Or yes, I do need to do this. I do need to implement this. I do need to cancel that because of where I've been and what I've experienced and what I've learned. And you go through that. Like, I'm just sure that people older than me have felt this way in life. I'm sure that people who are younger than me have, you know, some people probably looked at their life when they were 18 and thought, oh, I should have had this going on by now. 21, oh, I should have had should have achieved that by now. 25. I thought I would have been doing this right now. And then on and on and on. And then you start thinking, you're young, but you start feeling and saying to yourself, I'm too old to be where I am. Or this. It's just, whew. It just takes a lot to stay positive and make sure you continue to feel good and look at everything. And yeah. So that's what it is for me. Right now, these personal documentaries and videos, some of them I end up posting, but it just really helps me to feel good. I can really see what I'm thinking because I know what I'm feeling, but then sometimes as time passes on, as I move throughout the day, I feel better, and I can just look at some of these videos and reflect on what I'm thinking and make some changes, some adjustments, and add to, subtract, whatever I need to do. Whew. I tell you, this feels good to be in nature. In the natural. Woo-hoo. Well, enough about me. I hope this has been a beautiful day of good thoughts and positive living and spiritual reflection and all the good. Because we have this life. We only have one, and we have to do the best with what we have, because it is what it is, and it will be what it will be, and it's determined. So it's left up to us. I'm going to end this video here, and have a great day. This is Dr. Lakeisha J. Cole of thefaithoutcome.com. If you've never been, it's a place you want to go. Have a great, safe weekend.